What's up guys, my name is Ace, and welcome to today's episode of Call of Duty Ghosts Maps Exposed, the series where I cover all of the jumps, spots, lines of sight, as well as dynamic map elements on every map in Call of Duty Ghosts. In today's episode, we're going to be covering Ruins from the Devastation DLC. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so I'm going to start this one off with a little bit of a disclaimer. This map doesn't have a ton of spots. I don't know what it is about this map, but you just can't jump on many things. The lines of sight are all pretty obvious. There's nothing really too spectacular, but I do have a few really good spots to show you guys. Just don't expect a ton out of this map. So the first line of sight that I have gets a nice line of sight over to people that'll be coming through this area right here without having to expose yourself out in the open like this, because you're kind of exposed from that area, and you're also don't have a whole lot of cover from these people here. All you have to do, you kind of have to be a little bit careful with it to get the right spot, but if you move right up like this, there you go. You can see right over top there, and you can pick people off as they come through there really easily. You are still pretty exposed here, but you can go prone and kind of evade them, which is much better than if you're here. You have to try and like run out of the way, and it's just way better to be back here trying to pick people off across there. The next spot that I have for you guys is right in the middle of the map here. This ledge right here actually has a little bit of an invisible ledge, so if you just wedge yourself in the corner and then hop up like that, just hit X, you can walk along this invisible ledge, and then you can lean around this corner here. Now I know it may not seem like an amazing spot, and maybe it isn't the best, but when people are coming around the corner like this, they're not looking up here. They're looking in here and maybe expecting people to be on the stairs right there. They're not looking up here, so a lot of times you can catch them off guard by doing that. Now if you come way up into the top temple here, you do have a bunch of lines of sight out into the open here, and that's all really obvious. One thing that a lot of people haven't seen yet is you can actually see right through the middle here where that tree is growing, and you can sometimes pick people off through there. Especially if you have a thermal sight, you'll be able to see them much better because it is a little bit foggy, but you can pick people off through there. For the B flag, I have a few capture spots, nothing really too spectacular, nothing out of the ordinary, but if the enemies are coming from the middle, I like to lean right here, and you're really hard to pick off through there because it's just your head that's showing, and you'll win that gunfight every single time against people that are coming through the middle area. Of course, you will be exposed to the sides by doing that, though, so you really just have to use this to whatever the situation demands. So you might want to look this way, use that pillar, or if they're coming from this way, then you might want to lay down right here and take them by surprise like that. It's all really obvious, just use what works best for the situation at hand. Now, way back in the corner of this map right here, a lot of people will kind of head glitch right here and fight against people that will be coming through this area. And that's a pretty good spot, but it is kind of expected. That's exactly where they're going to be looking. So I like to jump up here, and then you can just drop down onto this little head that's sticking out. And you can crouch and stand up here, and you can use this for cover. This is a lot less expected. People don't typically look here, so I like using this spot just to take somebody by surprise every once in a while. I wouldn't sit there all game, though. Now, as you come into here, if you have enemies that are going to be coming through this way right here, you can actually just kind of push up like this and just watch them as they come through here. It's not likely that you'll kill them before they streak across here, but it is a good way to sort of see them before they see you, and then you can shoot them a couple times and then maybe pop out and take them by surprise and finish them off. Same thing goes this way as well. This way is actually a little bit better for actually maybe potentially killing the player as they come through here. It's really hard for them to see you through here, and you have quite a bit of a large area to take them out in, so that's definitely a good spot to know as well. Also, while we're down here, there's this giant hole in the floor here, or ceiling I guess, and there's actually a bomb site right here for search and destroy and search and rescue, so this is a great place to sit, and maybe you want to throw a C4 onto the bomb site, like if you're waiting for them to defuse the bomb or something like that, and you're defending it. It's a great place to sit in here, and also I use it sometimes to evade people. So if I'm maybe running away and I just want to disappear from them really quickly, I'll just drop down and then maybe go for a flank on them or something like that, and it's just really unexpected. Now this spot here, this little ledge that I showed you earlier, actually works going this way as well, just to maybe take people by surprise as they come from the C flag up the stairs. They'll be looking for you right in here or something like that, so it's just, once again, a good way to take them by surprise. And back here, just a little route that some people don't know is you can actually jump across here and through this way. And that's just a nice little alternative way to get around, and some people don't know about it yet. I know most people do. It is fairly obvious, but if you haven't been back there at all, then you might have missed it. Now this Predator statue right here is often used as a head glitch to cut off areas coming from the C flag, or even from the A flag from this side as well. I have a great counter if they're sitting there and trying to pin you in at the C flag. This is more of a sniper spot, but maybe an LMG or an assault rifle would work for this. All you have to do is come back onto this rock right here. And there you go. You get a nice line of sight right onto the foot of that statue. You can kind of move over as well if they're right there. And you can pick them off through there. They're going to have an extremely hard time seeing you through there. Now getting into this little temple or whatever this is. Some people probably know this already, but you get a line of sight across to the mirror of this. So if there's people in there, you can come in here and try and pick them off across there. Some people might not know about that spot yet, but it is fairly obvious. So, unfortunately, that's pretty much all I have for you guys for this map. Like I said at the beginning, there aren't a ton of spots that aren't obvious, and it's just the way that the map is designed. It's not me slacking or anything like that. So if you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.